Yo, what's happening, guys? Yeah, it's going to be another video on the CORSA B. If you don't know what car this is, it's a VAUXHALL CORSA B with a SAAB B204 engine. It should be running just under 400 horsepower when we're done live mapping it. So what I think we're going to be doing is, as you've seen in the previous videos, I was doubting my wiring, so I've pulled all the wiring harness apart. I've got it all sorted, re-taped it up, and yeah, so we've got that done. I'm just going to start putting it back together. So I've got my Bailey, rare part this, so I'm going to stick the Bailey header tank on with my big wavy pipe. Big wavy pipe. Put this on as it is for the minute, and then hopefully we can get the radiator on, get this up to it, because this is the same diameter of the radiator, or it should be because I did the measurements. Get that on, cut this hose down, and we've got a return feed from the radiator. So yeah, let's crack on. Got that on. Right, so I've now got this Bailey header tank on and left us big long pipe. Got us a new radiator here and the old TX slimline fan. What I ended up doing is, off of the old radiator, just ignore this, I ended up just cutting it down because this one is slightly narrower, it's a bit thicker. So what's going to happen is, also I need to, this is just placed onto it at the minute, so I need to try get some brackets made up, possibly from here onto this, and then this one to this, and this one to something. I'm guessing there's going to be another one to this, so I'll get some brackets made for that. Got some plate right there which is aluminium. Get some brackets made, get that bolted up, and then I can get it up to the car. Then we can see how much room we've got for intercooler. That should just mount up as it did before on these two that pop out. Get that on, get the pipes on, see what room we've got, and then route these oil cooler pipes and then see where we can mount as oil cooler. Might make a bracket on top of the intercooler for it to sit on, or I might put it in between the intercooler and the radiator depending on the space and how I think it'll cool it. So I've just got this laid on as aluminium sheet, got a little plastic ruler And what I'm going to do with this is basically just going to measure, I think, in inches. So I'm going to measure from just above that hole. So we're going to have probably 1 inch or 1.5 inch, and then we'll have us fold, and then another 1 inch. Obviously that's going to be folded like that into that, and then we can bolt, and that should give us 1 bracket. So that's going to be his first cut, obviously measured up there. That plate's going to go across, and then where this wavy line is, done a line and then a wavy line, that's going to be a bend, and then that's going to be the bottom, that's going to be the top. Bend it over, probably be a hole here, then a hole here, and then that'll be his bracket to mount this bottom corner on. Right, so I've got this bit that looks like a bit of a mess at the minute, but this rectangular section here, that's for this bottom bracket, and then this more L-shaped one, that's going to be for this bottom bracket. I'll sort that one out after, probably off of camera. I'm going to get these cut now, and we can get them placed, bent, placed up, find where his hole locations are, and then hopefully get it bolted up. Right, so I've got them cut and bent. All I've done is I've just used these 2 pliers, grabbed it with one side. Ideally I could have done with a vice, and then I could have stuck the bits that I wanted to, like, stick that inside, and then grab that end with some pliers and bend it over. But you've got to use what you can use. I ain't got a vice. So yeah, these are bent. As you can see, that'll fit onto there. It gives me some sort of rough idea how I want it. This one, obviously I've just done a big rectangle bracket to connect this to this. So as you can see, that top edge is going to catch on there. So I'll just cut that off there, and then it should sit just below the fan, and we should be good to go. So that's roughly all 3 cut, bent into shape. Just done the little dots roughly where we need to drill the holes for the bolts to go. So I'm going to get my drill these out, and hopefully I've got them pretty close. Typical in it, I did buy a case with a load of bolts for when I came to did this, to bolt these to the car, with all the different sizes on. I can't find it, so just having to scavenge through my Chinese tubs, because I saved my Chinese tubs. I love a good Chinese, so I saved my Chinese tubs for bolts and stuff like that, which comes really in handy for situations like this. So I'm going to try see if any of these will fit, and then if I have to cut them down, where's that gone? Then if I have to cut them down, I'll use the grinder and cut them down, and that seems to thread into there. So if I've got a few of them, which it looks like I have, there's a bit of a short one there which will do, another one. So yeah, I've got probably enough of them, which is nice as well because they're stainless steel Allen key ones as well, so very nice, very nice. Yeah, so I'll have a route through, get a few of them, and then we should have enough to cover all the brackets on this. So I've got all the bolts mocked up and all lines up. Not the prettiest at the minute, but we can tidy these up by spraying them black. I'll probably just hide them a bit more, but yeah, that is going to make the fan secure, obviously when it's tightened down, fan secure to the radiator. So I'm just going to take these off now, get the bolts, nuts onto the back of these bolts here, because obviously I can't get into them when it's up to the radiator, and then yeah, get it fastened up, place it up to the car, and I think that will be it for today, because it is spitting ever so slightly, and obviously when you've got electrics out and you're trying to do stuff like this, it is not very good. So yeah, I'm gonna get these nuts onto these bolts right fast, because if it starts raining, that's it, it's game over, innit? So I'm gonna get these nuts on right fast, and then probably just put it up to the car, and that'll be it. Brackets are all bolted on, they don't look the best, but satin black spray is your friend. Use stuff like this, just hides the ugly stuff. Like that, maybe that's a bit rusty, isn't it? It's a bit rusty. Just, you know, just tidy it up a bit. Oh yes, lads. And we'll just spray that one over. Look at that. Yeah, brand new. So there we have it. The radiator is just lent in place. Obviously we've got these two top holes I'll have to drill into this, and then nut and bolt it. Probably just bend them in a bit more and then nut and bolt it. Bottom, it's nice and flush. I did have to cut a tiny bit just for where the bolts are, but this is sat on the bottom and it is pretty, as is, it's pretty sturdy. So with these two top ones, should be totally fine. We have got enough space. I think we've got probably about an inch and a half between the intercooler and the radiator. It just gives us more of an idea now of where, how much of this we need. Obviously this harness will need putting up behind the radiator once it's bolted, but yeah, we've got enough room now between us. Radiator, fan, manifold, exhaust, so I'm happy with that. It should keep temperatures down, but yeah, just gives us more of an idea now for water pipes. So yeah, one last look at how it is for a minute. Slowly getting there. Rain's held off today, which is good, but yeah, slowly getting there. I'll say all brackets for radiator are done now, just piping, and then all pipes are done. Once I know that that's in place, I'll bolt the intercooler up, test fit all the pipes for the intercooler. Then obviously then I've got to grab the oil cooler, which is right here in this box where it's been from the start. Nice brand new one. So then we can get that put on and see if we can, I want to try get it so it's sat on top of the intercooler. I don't want to really get it in between them, because it's probably going to condensate between a radiator and intercooler, so I want to get it on top of the intercooler and I get a bit of coolness off of the intercooler. So yeah, we'll leave it at there, and yeah, remember guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and whatever you're doing today, make it different. See you later.